Yeah, another thing that you mentioned about, like, while going into the job and then like you are not completely satisfied. I think this is a paradox that kind of like raised in me, it risen in me in terms of um, somewhere someone says things like meditation and everything, probably eventually enlightenment is towards becoming expressive and being creative, and it's a life of inspiration. So it doesn't matter which task you're handling. It could be a mundane task, but then you bring that value to it. um, and on the other side, I also hear that when you're getting into, like, when you're taking this very seriously, you slowly lose the interest in engaging with these activities. So you may not take interest in to participate in the job or in social activities and things like that. Slowly you're kind of like going away from that. So I see a paradox out there. What happened with you? How do you see this, and how to really tackle that?
Okay, so let me understand this properly. It is like what you're saying is that at one point you get the information that you have to take it slowly, effortlessly, right? Is that what you're saying?
I hear two sides of the like to approach a particular task, or a job or something like that. Pretty much, I'm also kind of like getting through the same phase right now. Not too much motivation, but I wanted to attribute that to, as someone else was saying, like when you become serious towards spirituality, slowly, you disengage with worldly activities like job and social activities. Maybe I don't know if I'm experiencing that, but on the other side, I also hear from some other spiritual masters. They say, like, it doesn't matter which task it is. Spirituality is supposed to help you to live a life of inspiration, and you would become expression of some creativity from within.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that the task doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You will bring some vigor to it.
Okay.
But that
Right.
is a paradox for me.
Actually, you see, Ravi, they are both true. They are both true in the sense that now I mentioned about the mind. So there are two aspects to the mind. One is the working mind, and one is the thinking mind. So working mind is the one that is engaged in creative aspects, right? Like, for example, if you're a writer, or or if you're working in an organization, you have to make presentations and all. There you have your working mind working beautifully for you. Thinking mind is the one that is concerned with the outcome. What will this do for me? How will I grow? Right? That concern of becoming or unbecoming. So you see, what happens is, with the understanding, the thinking mind begins to subside, and the working mind, as a result, starts becoming more active. So you will notice that when the thinking mind is not there, the quality of your work, the creativity of your work actually improves. And this is something which I've seen, because I started writing articles in 2019. At that time, I was not writing much about non-duality. I was just writing general things. But what I saw was that I used to be concerned with how people will perceive my writing. Maybe I should include this, then there'll be more, then I'll get more appreciation. That kind of thing was not producing the quality which was needed, right? So it was not from the heart. Now what happens? Now everything comes from the heart. I never come prepared for any meeting. I just go spontaneously with what comes in the heart, because there is no concern, in my case, about what others will think. I have no control over others' thinking, right?
Mhm.
So in that aspect, the creativity will definitely increase. But at the same time, the concern with my growth, right? With my happiness, my future, that will also come down. That will also come down. And So you see, it is a mix of both. Now, again, Ramana Maharishi was very clear on this, that if you are a householder, you have to do your duties diligently. You have to ensure your family's comfort, because there are responsibilities and you have to take care of them.
Mhm.
It is not that spirituality is about, abandoning your family, and you can abandon everyone and maybe go to the caves. What will you do with your mind? When you go to the caves, your mind will be at home. And when you are at home, you want to run up to the caves. That is the nature of mind. It just wants to divert from this moment, from the present moment. It wants to lurk in the past, or it wants to be in an imaginary future. And that becomes painful. So I hope that answers the question.
It does. Thank you very much.
Okay. So I would say, let things happen the way they are happening, without worrying about progress or creativity. Let things happen the way they are happening. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.